We do this.
Here are your hosts.
Your hosts for this evening, Shaggy,
Funny. Ha-ha. Not funny.
Colin,
It's going rogue left and right, man.
and Mike, the Ape Man.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
PTR Radio.
You ready to kick ass?
And welcome everybody to another edition of PTR Radio here on the fabulous interweb. That's right. This is our New Year's Eve countdown special. This is where we pre-record the show, and then when we put the show out, we tell you when to start it in your time zone so that then you can count down to midnight with us.
Yes. So you can call the number and leave a message, but you can't call the number and be on the show.
Well, actually, right, we are actually broadcasting still.
Yes.
So if they wanted to be on the show, but they have to pretend like it's midnight.
Yes.
Like it's almost
that
midnight.
works.
So if you're calling the show, you have to pretend like it's Sunday. All right?
And you're drunk.
Yes. Well, no, hold on.
Of course.
After last show, no, you're the designated driver for Sunday. All right? So if you call, you're the designated driver on New Year's Eve.
Got it.
That's how this works, folks. Mike, don't you agree?
Of course, because we don't want to get in trouble.
No. So, so this is it's not going to be your typical 2-hour show. It's going to be an amount of time, and then at some point we'll go, okay, it's 10 minutes to midnight, and
Yes.
because that's how this works. And then once I cut some silence out of it, that timing will be totally off, and I'll just tell you, hey, this is when you have to start the show. So, because it's like last show, all right. I think we went on. I think if you watch the video, it's like 2 hours and 15 minutes, something like that. If you listen to the audio, it's like an hour and 51 minutes.
Ah.
So, some constructive editing took place. And so we just got a little bit of stuff out of the way. But since this is the New Year's Eve show for us, the question is, I want to ask a question of you guys.
Okay.
All right. Do you guys, did you make a resolution last year?
No.
No, for Colin, Michael?
I never do.
All right. And typically,
Not since I was a kid, because I don't keep them.
yeah, typically I don't either. All right. Now, I will say I do decide around that time to try and turn some things around, but I don't say, okay, this is my resolution, this is what I'm going to do, because I know it's never going to happen,
Right.
or I'm going to try and fail. So I just decide, hey, at this point in time, it's probably a good time to try and mend my ways. So like this time around, probably about let's see here. Let's pull up the calendar. The second Monday in January is when I'm going to start back on my diet.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm not unrealistic. All right. I have a couple events the first week in January that there's no way I'm going to,
Ah, okay, I see. Yes. No, I'm starting pretty much back up next week.
No, I'm realistic. I'm going to say, okay, the 7th or the 8th. That's when it's going to kick in. One, because I still have all these cookies at my house. All right.
Yeah.
It takes some time to whittle through those. And I still have a lot of leftovers from Christmas that need to be ate up. And, also just because I also have a concert that I'm going to on, like the 5th that I want to be able to drink some beer at? Are you dropping the ball? Fireworks in the something, and my cough drops thing is in the way.
So fireworks in the studio.
Oh, no fireworks in the studio. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I am staying at home on the actual New Year's Eve. So, Mike, I don't know if you're like me, but yeah. Yeah. Mike has, like New Year's Eve around here at least, and I would imagine it's the same in New Jersey. Idiots like to fire off fireworks even though they're not supposed to.
Okay, so here's the story. Typically, you don't get that many. But this year is the first New Year's that fireworks are legal in Jersey.
Oh.
So this year is going to be evil. I'm going to get some kind of wax plugs for all the dogs' ears.
Little doggy noise-canceling headphones.
I'm going to do something because...
Yeah, see, that's the reason why I have to stay at home is because my dogs do not like fireworks. That's why I don't go out on the 4th of July.
They were shooting off damn fireworks on Christmas.
Yeah, because they want to take out Santa. That's what that's all about. Those jealous bastards want to get a hold of his sack full of goodies. They just want to down his sleigh right in their backyard.
Well, that's pretty much how the Santa Claus started.
I mean, surface-to-air missiles. That's what they were firing off.
Or the movie we actually watched this year, Get Santa.
Yeah. So, but no, so that's why I'll stay at home. I'll take care of my dogs. Because, well, one dog's already had a traumatic enough experience this year. She doesn't need to start the new year, which Colin noticed when he walked in. She is roaming the downstairs living room like she normally does now. She does not have her safety collar on anymore. She has graduated beyond that. She had her stitches taken out on Monday, actually.
Wow.
Oh, good.
So
she has beaten the age odds and shown that she can bounce back like the puppy she once was.
And be a pain in the butt, just like she always has been. Yes. You would think that, this experience would temper her enthusiasm to eat everything.
No.
But no, the first thing she did was go right for a trash can.
Of course.
So, but she still gets walked out in the yard on a leash, which she is not happy about. And, so if she's not in a room that I have pre-screened, she is on a leash. So, no, she doesn't like that. But she did get her clothes changed out. Now she's wearing a pink onesie. So,
Bailey, you're not a cat. You have 2 lives. That's how much Shaggy can afford.
yeah. Oh boy, I can't afford 2. I can tell you that right now. The second one was a lot of very, very expensive.
Yeah, trust me, I've been there.
Oh. I just
all
got
I can say
is spending my cashback bonus.
Listen, thank God for Care Credit. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I really should have used that, but I didn't because I wasn't thinking, and I don't normally carry that card in my wallet.
Well, especially now because I actually got upgraded to the Care Credit MasterCard.
Oh,
and I'm not.
That's when you use it a lot.
I ain't even lying. I get 2 points for every $1 I spend at the vet.
Wow.
Not even lying. They have a freaking rewards program on this card.
Pretty soon you're just going to own shares.
Pretty much.
They're just going to ask you to come in on the board meetings.
All I kept thinking was, why the heck didn't they do this, when our husky had to have cataract surgery or when Buddy was going through his chemo and cancer treatments? No.
Yeah, it's like when I got the Silver Premier membership at Best Buy. Like, listen, at the end of 1 year, they sent me a notice saying, you need to spend this much to maintain your membership. I'm like, I don't want to spend this much. You understand? I remodeled the kitchen. That's why I spent that much money. Mm-hmm. All right? I don't want to have to maintain that type of spending level every year. But yeah, but my wife is already on. It's really weird. It's like, okay, so the dog cost us a lot of money, so now some other projects are pushed back. But what does she do? She just says, "Oh, well, I think we also need this, and we need this." So now, okay, so we've got an oven, we've got an in-wall oven that she wants to replace with a double in-wall oven. She wants new furniture for the living room. I knew about those two things, and I knew about a shed that I wanted in the backyard, which keeps getting pushed further and further back. Well, now, evidently, we're replacing the firebox in our fireplace. I didn't realize that this was an important item that we needed to get done right away, but evidently it's moved up there.
Firebox.
Okay.
You mean the actual insert?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, because a gas starter is what we have right now. So it's a gas pipe with a bunch of holes in it. Same thing as what's on your grill. And then you put logs on there, and then it's wood burning. Basically, it's a wood burning fireplace with a gas starter under it. All right. Well, she doesn't like all the sparks coming out, and it's a kind of a pain in the butt to put logs in the house. So nope, we're replacing it with electric. And I looked up the price the other day, and I said, "Damn, it'd be cheaper to move." It's $1,200 just for the replacement box. That's not counting installation or anything else.
Can't you hook up like some kind of solar starter or something,
Well, so I was thinking about my shed, which I think I'm never going to get, but I can still dream of a shed where I get half the crap out of my garage. I was actually looking at, okay, what can I do to make the shed, really more usable? So I was looking at putting solar panels on the roof and running like a 12-volt lighting system so that I could have lights in the shed without having to run a trench and wire it into house wiring and everything else. I was worried because I was looking to spend like $200 on a lighting system that would, be really nice for the shed. And even be able to have a motion sensor activated light out front for it. Something I think practical.
Yes.
Nope. We're doing first. I'll tell you, this is her level of priorities. New furniture. All right. New furnace or a new fireplace. Then the stove. All right. Or the oven. Then we'll replace the 25-year-old water heater. All right. And then, if there's money left, then whenever we recover from all that debt, then maybe I can have my shed.
Man, listen.
I'll burn this little bitch down just for the insurance money.
You could always do like Kenny did up in Maine, my father-in-law. So let me see. So if this was the shed, okay, all four sides have lean-tos, like roofs, extended off of the edge of the shed, all four sides. So you have all of that covered storage. Mm-hmm. All right, and they're open on like the three sides, but still it gets it out of direct like rain and stuff. So yeah, I was actually considering doing that to the back part of my shed, so I could store like the snowblower back there.
The problem is things would walk away if I did that. I need to be able to lock them up.
Well, yeah, I get that.
And besides that, where my shed is, when I get the new shed, I'm relocating it.
Ah, okay.
Right now, it is exactly in the worst place possible in my yard. It is about 15 feet from the gate to get into the yard. So, drive in with the tractor, make an immediate 90-degree turn. Very handy. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to eventually put it, after she's dead and I can actually get things I want, in the back corner of the yard.
So I have is it far enough away that you're going to need the point-to-point air gig Wi-Fi system?
It's not going to be. I'm going to get one that is about 3 times the size of my current one, so that I can put all the outdoor equipment. I can put my ladders in there. All that
with
stuff.
With an office above the top.
No,
That'll be the new studio.
No, because I can't run plumbing. If I could run plumbing, I would have a pole barn.
Okay, fair enough.
But of course, I tell my dad that, and he goes, "Well, you could always get a composting toilet." I'm like, "No, no, I'm not getting a composting toilet." I'm not going to be. I know he probably wants one for his bug out bunker, but I don't need one. So
fair enough.
All right. This is
so. You have your whole thing. I have the unexpected expense of having to replace the refrigerator that is in my garage because it decided to die 2 days before Christmas.
Oh no! Oh, and they have so many delivery slots available.
Well,
2 days before.
Luckily,
Christmas.
we have come to know that in the winter when it starts getting very cold, that freezer does not really work as well as it should.
Mm-hmm.
So, because our garage is not insulated well.
Okay.
So, we didn't have a whole lot of stuff in there. However, this time the fridge also broke. So, the freezer was blowing out hot air.
Oh.
Ruined. Really, the biggest loss were my case of Hot Pockets.
Oh, no.
And the 3 pounds of venison that were in the freezer.
Ooh.
Well, it was only 3 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. If it was 30 pounds, I'd be really pissed.
So we just unplugged it because there's really the scare was the fact that the Christmas ham was in the fridge. And luckily we noticed in time and the ham was saved. But yeah. So we're not in a rush to get a delivery done.
Yeah.
But still, one of those expenses that you really don't want.
I understand. All right. This is the New Year's Eve show, and as with all New Year's Eve shows, we're going to talk about a few top 10s.
Yes.
Or in this case, top 5s. So I have the Google Trend Report for 2017.
Oh, Lord.
And I have narrowed this down to the United States. So I'm going to ask you guys, what is one of the top 5 TV shows Googled during 2017?
Top 5?
Yep, top 5 TV shows
Damn pens.
that were Googled.
Stranger Things.
Not in the top 5.
Really? That was also going to be the first thing I was going to guess. Game of Thrones.
That is number 2.
Let's see. I don't know if it's top 5, but I'm going to say Will and Grace.
No, not in the top 5.
SNL.
Nope.
House of Cards.
Not even in the top 10. I just pulled up 5 more so that I could get the top 10. Not even in the top 10.
Have we named any that were in the top 10?
Nope.
Okay.
Wow.
Boy, I don't know. I will tell you this. I watched one of these.
We have a guest from Mama Blair.
Big Brother is not in the top 10.
Survivor.
I'm going to guess
Survivor is not in the top 10.
American Idol.
Nope.
The Voice.
Nope.
The Today Show.
No, I will tell you, there is one reality TV show in the top 10. But it's not one you've guessed.
Let's see. It's Idol.
Teen Mom.
Nope. It's one that had a scandal. Well, it's scandal. I don't know. It was in the news. For some drunken shenanigans.
Still blank.
Little Women.
No. I'll just tell you. It was number 6 was Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you mean The Bachelor? Is it? Okay. Got it. Sorry. For first, I was like, what the heck is Bachelor in Paradise?
Bachelor in Paradise is the losers.
Right.
So.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yep. I will tell
But
you.
isn't that all of them?
What do you mean? Isn't that all? They're all losers? Yes.
Bum, bum, bum.
They all do. Let's see here. 1, 2. I think just 2 of these are Netflix shows. One, I would tell you, the number 1 is a Netflix show, and it got a lot of coverage for all the wrong reasons.
All the wrong reasons.
Well, people said that they should not be showing that type of television.
I don't know.
Orange is the New Black.
No. Number 1 was actually 13 Reasons Why.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't even know what that is.
It's a show about suicide.
Another guest from Mama Blair.
Transparent is not on the list.
And she also...
Amazing Race, not on the list. Nope. The only semi-reality show or hyper-reality show is Bachelor in Paradise.
Of course, she's probably just now catching up.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so...
I don't even know what the hell this one is.
What other So wait, 13 Reasons Why, and there was another Netflix show?
There is another Netflix show, yes. It is number 4.
I think the question for me is going to be, have I heard of any of the other things on the list?
Yeah.
You've heard of this? Yes, you've heard of...
Fuller House.
Not on the list. I know you've heard of that one.
The Ranch.
I love that one.
Nope, not that one. I can't
I'm
tell
just
you without
going-
telling you what it is. I would tell you.
Mystery Science Theater.
Nope.
Okay, that's the only
The-
different
the-
Netflix.
It's a superhero show.
The Defenders.
No, but close.
Luke Cage.
Nope.
Iron Fist.
Yes. Iron Fist is number 4.
I call bullshit. That's a dollar douchebag move.
No,
So number 1, 13 Reasons Why. Number 2, Game of Thrones. Number 3, I don't know if any of us watch it. It's called This Is Us.
I don't watch it, but I know it.
yeah, I know it.
Number 4, Iron Fist. Number 5, I doubt any of us watch this. It is the reboot of the Archie series, Riverdale.
Riverdale? No.
Yes. And then-
Okay.
Then number 6, Bachelor in Paradise. Number 7 is The Good Doctor.
I watch it. I love that show.
Number 8, Santa Clarita Diet.
That is a Netflix show. So
Okay.
you lied to me.
Well, I didn't know that it was a Netflix show.
That is a Netflix show starring Drew Barrymore and I can't. The guy's name is escaping me. But she becomes basically like a zombie. She's the undead, and she has to feed off of human flesh.
Okay.
And they hide it from everybody, but it's a comedy.
Okie dokie. Number 9, Big Little Lies. Anybody heard
Never
of that?
heard of it.
And number 10, American Gods.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never seen the show, but it's a good book.
All right. So here, let's do this one. These are the questions that were asked throughout the year. Okay. So what is ... Okay.
Okay.
So you fill in the ... All right. So what is ... Top 10. What is ...
What is the Electoral College?
No.
That would have been end of 16, so. What
Okay,
is...
fair enough.
Tell you what, we
I'm
made
sure
a
it would have
reference.
been true at 16.
We talked about one of these last show, and I made a reference to one of these last show. Because I'll give you this one. I don't think you're ever going to guess it.
What is
Go ahead.
What is pho?
No. what is covfefe?
Covfefe.
All right. That's the one that I referenced last time. And then we talked about this topic on the last show. What is ... What is net neutrality?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. Then
What is Bitcoin?
yes, number 2, Mike. Very good. Here's a dumb one. You will never guess in a million years. What is a hurricane?
All right.
Number
Whoa.
10, top Googled thing. What is a hurricane? I hope that they answered with the ingredients for the drink. I really hope that was top answer.
I'm sure there's
Wow.
lots of kids that were trying to figure out what a hurricane was. So,
All right. Number 9, what is the Paris Climate Agreement? Number 8, this is a pop culture thing. Went huge, and now suddenly you can get it everywhere. The inventor didn't make any money. What is a fidget spinner?
People had to Google that? Good Lord.
What is anti-cathera mechanism? Is number 7. I don't even know what that is. So, like I said, number 6, what is covfefe? Number 5, what is net neutrality? Number 4, what is Antifa? Number 3, everybody was staring out their windows for this one, and there was a huge thing.
Solar eclipse.
Yes, what is a solar eclipse? Number 2, Mike, you got it. What is Bitcoin? And the number 1 thing, what is DACA?
yeah.
What is DACA?
So everybody complaining about Trump getting rid of stuff, but they had to Google it to see what the hell it was he was getting rid of before they knew how mad to be.
Yeah, pretty much. Here we go. This is right in line with the contest that we're doing right now, where maybe you'll be able to guess these people next time. Top 10 losses. So the most Googled people that died.
Carrie Fisher.
Not in the top 10.
Wow.
Well, I guess they didn't have to Google her. They already knew who she was.
All right, so they're going the other way to find out if people actually were dead, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I think all these, as far as I can tell, everybody died on this list.
Well, let me pull up the master record.
I'll tell you right now. We'll go through them. Number 10, David Cassidy. Number 9, Jim Neighbors. Number 8, Lil Peep.
Lil Peep. Oh,
Lil Peep. 7, Charlie Murphy. 6, Chester Bennington. 5, Hugh Hefner. 4, Bill Paxton. 3, Chris Cornell. 2, Aaron Hernandez. And number 1, Tom Petty.
Okay.
okay. Now-
That's an interesting thing, actually, because I forget recently someone was talking about that, about this, Tom Petty is their favorite singer and stuff. And I realized I don't think I could name a single Tom Petty song. I mean, I could probably recognize the song, possibly.
Mary Jane's Last Dance.
But
Last Dance with Mary Jane, Won't Back Down,
someone would have to tell me that was Tom Petty.
Learning to Fly.
Don't Come Around Here No More,
Super iconic video on that one.
Refugee.
Yeah.
I think.
Boy, the moment you say it, it starts going through my head, and I can't think of other ones,
All right, so I have an actual depth pool related question.
Okay.
One of the, well, actually, I have two because
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to Google one of these, but one of the submissions
And
was for.
If you don't know what we're talking about the entries for the 2018 Celebrity Death Pool, which you can go to ptrradio.com/death pool and enter your 5 celebrities you think are going to kick the bucket during 2018. No
So-
cost to enter, big prizes to be won if you pick all the right ones for 2018.
So if you're using this episode correctly, You have until the end of the show.
Well, no, they have until 6 p.m. on the 1st.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, lucky them.
Yes.
Okay. So here's my question.
Yeah.
Well, first off, somebody input Queen of... These are both from the same person who entered, actually. Queen of England, that is Queen Elizabeth II, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I can do a copy and paste on that one.
I don't think they'd be talking about a past Queen of England.
No, neither
No,
do
I
I.
wouldn't be qualified.
Yeah.
And then...
Actually, I don't know how many... there have been quite a few queens that reigned without a king.
Somebody actually put in King Philip.
I think they meant Prince Philip.
So did I, because I Googled King Philip, and every single one of them is dead.
Yeah.
Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, I believe, is what you're talking about.
So this one is McGagger. McGagure, in parentheses, the leathery guy from the Stones.
McGagger. You know, it's when Mick Jagger and MacGyver got into a relationship and one of them got artificially inseminated with the other one's child. So McGagger.
So
that would be the awesomest show, wouldn't it? I mean, you'd have great music and a guy who could fix his own guitar.
So here's the question.
Yes.
Okay, so is it, first of all, aren't they all leathery at this point?
Well, actually, some are more leathery than others.
Right. Some actually are leather.
Yeah.
So can we assume that they meant Mick Jagger?
Yes. We can assume they meant Mick Jagger.
And by the way, what's interesting is that he went to leathery face because Mick Jagger is more well known for
lips.
really
His lips.
really weird feet. He did that. He did that country video where he was barefoot, and man, that took over the internet. They're like, "Look, he's got hobbit feet with toes that are going everywhere."
So I have to fix some of the formatting, but for the most part, we've got everybody covered here.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, did you check on my...
I emailed your mom back and told her, yes, we did get that.
Very good.
And by the way, folks, if you are listening to this and you happen to be around a group of people and you entered, but they didn't, don't forget, get them to enter and put you as the referrer because you get a point. I was actually talking to a lady today at work that I got her to enter, and she was asking me to do her a favor tomorrow at work. And I said, okay, by the way, thanks for entering. And did you know you can get a point for everybody you refer? And she goes, oh, goody. 3 points. This is a lot of fun. And I'm like, yes, 3 points. Get as many people as you can. So, you know, I'll tell you right now, we are at, I think, 50. It might be one way or the other.
51.
Yeah, I think we have a duplicate in there, though.
I took that. I'm going off of my sheet because there was a duplicate, and I also just got rid of one of the entries.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you exactly why. Hold on one sec.
Is it the one that had 3 generic terms?
Yes.
Okay. I actually emailed that person today and said, hey, if you want a valid entry, I need names.
Yeah. So
not that guy, the other guy.
No, actually, I'll read off what they entered because let me just find it real quick. It was in the last.
Oh, I can tell you right now. It is.
Oh.
So they said.
There we go. Kevin Spacey, but no one will care. Billy Joel, and everyone will care too much. This is exactly how they wrote them.
Yes.
Some obscure character actor that everyone will have always loved. Some old as hell actor everyone thinks already died. Surprisingly, not Keith Richards.
Yeah.
Okay, I know who this is.
Now, we also had somebody who I just took it upon myself to disqualify their pick and null and void the opportunity for them to repick. because they specifically picked someone that we implicitly discussed by name to determine them not to be a celebrity, that being Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
It's the same person who tried it last time?
No, it's not.
No.
No. But I did mention it to the person who picked it last time, and he goes, well, you goddamn better well disqualify them. He goes, you and your stupid rules. I'm like, well, it's pretty simple, the rules. They're all written down there in plain English. And he goes, well, I don't know why I can't pick cartoon characters. And I go, well, because it says it must be a living person. And even Dino, who's entered as well, goes, well, that rule seems pretty clear. Must be a living person.
I mean, we've had some... The biggest issue I've had, folks, if you're listening to this and you haven't entered yet and you're going to enter, do me a favor.
Spell check.
I don't even really care about spell check. All right, spell check would be helpful. But what drives me more insane, and this will tell me also how many people have actually entered because they heard this show. What drives me more insane is that one single space after a properly spelled celebrity's name. Because it completely screws me up thinking that that the spreadsheet and the database are not working properly because it can't find a match in the vast database I've created of celebrity birthdays. When the reality is it's your stupid fat-fingered space that's messing me up.
You should trim those before you do a compare.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a programming error.
That's an L trim, R trim right there.
Yeah.
And ironically, you mentioned the referral points, but really, there haven't been
a whole lot. I've got some, but they're not going to.
Exactly.
It's not going to matter. But I do like people saying, "Hey, it's me." And Colin's got a few from his family, which are always good. So I do appreciate the comical entries. It's like the guy who said who referred me, Mike Hunt, and who referred me, your mom. So yeah, it just makes our job more difficult. But what the hell?
Yeah, as of right now, I have a database of 434 celebrities that I'm keeping track of here.
Wait.
Yeah.
That last one in there.
Yeah, it's a double. He negated that out.
No.
Yeah, it's really bad that he doesn't know how to spell my own name.
Yeah, that's what what I was noticing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mama Blair's telling me no sympathy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, remember that when your points accidentally get lost. What do you mean he died? No, he didn't.
Look,
I hired an undocumented immigrant to sit there and give him CPR until the end of the year.
Oh.
And I'm also happy to, or not happy to, but it doesn't look like the buzzer beater bonus is going to have an effect on the final standings.
Yeah, it looks like everything's going to be fine. And actually, it looks like this year shipping is going to be much more expedited, by the way, Mike. Because number 1 and number 2 are both wives of guys that work with me.
Okay.
So, delivery of products should be pretty quick. And there's no question about who's shipping what to who. You're shipping to me.
Just have them come here.
And then I just have to take it into work.
I actually
come here and we can give it to the Blythes.
Yeah.
I actually don't like that. Because I feel like if I have to ship the starter box, as you will, to you, it raises the bar. Okay? It kind of gives you the opportunity to be the $1 douchebag. Like, oh well, Mike only put this in, so look at me. I'm gonna. Mike put keys to a Rolls Royce. Watch this. I'm gonna give him a goddamn yacht.
Well, but you know what it also does? It lowers the bar on the box. because as our rules specify, the box's value is at least equivalent to shipping. And we're halving the shipping cost.
Ooh.
So,
Oh, this is tasty.
what are we drinking tonight, Mike?
We're drinking. Well, I started with Sierra Nevada Tropical Torpedo,
Okay.
which is a tropical IPA. And admittedly, I am not a huge fan of IPAs. Not something that I can drink a lot of. And if it's too hoppy, I'm just ready to.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw in the towel. This one is Sidecar,
That looks orangey.
which is an orange pale ale. And this tastes very much like a better Blue Moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I am familiar with Blue Moon.
Yes, it's hard not to
Yeah.
be familiar with the microbrew made by Coors.
Yeah.
Yes. And the orange is a bullshit. The orange slice is just BS advertising to let everybody know you're drinking Blue Moon.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Mike,
Fake cups though.
I don't know if you noticed this, but I did go through our bad movie review spreadsheet and
I did not.
add in all of the sheets that I could find around here quickly for our previous reviews.
Nice.
So you had added through 12/17, and I added, basically 23. I added another 20 onto there.
Oh, okay.
So another 10 weeks worth of reviews.
Cool.
Now I know I still probably have more around here to find, but those were the ones that I could find. So let me go through this real quick, folks, because the bad movie review segment is continuing into 2018.
Yes.
But let me just give you a list of titles that we've watched. All right? Nether Beast Incorporated, Hunk, Coin Heist, Shred, Beta, The Call Up, Super, Gold, Late Bloomer, Burnt, Naked, Paperman, Zombies, The Art of the Steel, Skin Trade,
Zombies.
The Art of the Steel, Skin Trade, Father vs. Son, Get Santa, Maximum Right, A Christmas Story Live, Butter, Gold. Did we already say Super? Maybe I put that. Maybe that one's in there twice.
No. Oh, yeah, it was.
Okay. Hello, my name is Doris, iBoy, Turbo Kid, Three Musketeers, Star Raiders, The Adventures of Saber Rain, The Lazarus Effect, P-51 Dragon Fighter, Atlantic Rim, Stolen, Robot Overlords, Mindhorn, Codename The Cleaner, and I think there are other ones are duplicates. So those are just some of the titles we've run. That doesn't count Sharknado 5, Lavalantula 2. All right. It doesn't include all that other stuff. So we've had a busy year. A very busy year. Year reviewing movies. And we're going to continue on. We have even more movies to review. We have, what, Mike? Another 36 in the queue right now.
I have a question about this because I'm looking at this one.
Uh-huh.
There is no way that you want to review Deep Blue Sea?
It's an action shark movie.
Oh, my God. Okay.
We have to meet our annual shark quota, Mike.
Okay, so between that and Sharknado 6, we'll be good.
Yes, I think that will meet our shark criteria for the year. All we have to then do is give out the proper number of shark tickets, and then we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But we have lots of potentials out here between Netflix, Amazon, to do, and one of them that we. One movie that didn't make the list because it's a major motion picture was The Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yes, which critics hated.
Critics hated.
I saw it in the movie theaters, and I said, we need to talk about this movie because apparently it's a bad movie.
Apparently, they thought it was a bad movie, but yet again, it appears like the critics don't know what the heck they're talking about.
No.
Because I have seen an alarming trend here on Rotten Tomatoes. Movies critics hate, the viewers like. Movies the critics love, the viewers hate.
Yes.
All right? It seems to be this way. For example, one of the movies on our list of potentials is called Bright. Right, Mike?
Yeah.
That is the new Will Smith Netflix exclusive movie. All right? The critics overwhelmingly hate the movie. All right? Let's see here. They give it a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes, whereas the audience has given it 89%.
Well, I think we should. I mean, I know Mike has already seen it.
Now, let's look at Star Wars, for example, just to continue on here. Now, the latest one is called what? Star Wars Piece of Garbage 7 or...
Is it the Last Jedi?
Yes, Last Jedi.
Okay.
Yes, it's Last Jedi.
Star Wars Lick My Taint?
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yep. Star Wars: The Last Jedi. All right.
Star Wars: The Return of Jar Jar.
The critics give it 91, whereas the audience only give it 51.
There's some evidence that's been said that the audience number on Rotten Tomatoes has been manipulated.
To be higher?
No, to be lowered.
Well, because there's a large contingency, not that I'm a huge Star Wars fan in the first place,
Uh-huh.
but there's a large contingency online, backed up by the fact that there was a movement to ask them to remove the film.
A very small movement of morons.
Okay,
Yes.
but there was still, I don't remember that movement for any of the other Star Wars movies.
There was movements, but okay. Have either of you seen the movie?
No.
Okay,
No.
I have seen the movie.
Not going to watch the movie.
It's a great movie.
I will maybe when it's available on streaming platforms.
I like that movie a lot. So yeah, there's been some evidence that an alt-right group decided to send in lots of fake reviews, and that's why it's at such a low percentage.
Okay. But
Because it's inherently a movie that's anti-alt-right people, so they decided to fight back.
I mean, I plan on seeing it, if for no other reason. I want to see Carrie Fisher's final work.
Uh-huh.
For no other reason than that. But I have asked everyone who has seen it, and Colin, I know you will give me an honest answer. I have but one question that I need a simple yes or no to determine whether or not I'm going to willingly see this.
Okay.
Does Jar Jar come back?
No.
Okay, then I will willingly see it. When I started seeing fan theories that Jar Jar was Snoke, I was like, I will literally stand up and piss on somebody's head in that theater. No.
That is a reason why some people don't like the movie, because they've created these gigantic theories of who Snope. Really, Snope?
I don't know that.
Snoke. I thought it was Snoke. S-N-O-K-E.
Snoke. Thank you. Of who Snoke really was, and as far as I can tell in the movie makers have no interest in all of these theories. So here's who Snoke really is. He's this guy named Snoke.
Okay.
That's.
So,
but some people cannot.
There's no true art. It's not like a backstory here. See, this is the problem. The Star Wars franchise is so... The fan base is so passionate. And because the movies were kind of shot or released out of order,
Uh-huh.
That opened up... I have never seen theories about who is related to who and what and this,
Exactly.
that...
And not only that, not only that they were released out of order and everything else, but there's and because there's been so many, there's so much canon. All right.
Yes.
We talked about that when we talked about the Orville versus Star Trek Discovery.
Right, because you not only do you have the movies, but you have the animated series.
Yeah.
Right, and there are multiple animated series. So if you try to tie them all together, I mean, I get it. You want everything to be 100% cohesive, and you want everyone to have a backstory. You want everything to relate, but that's not happening. Not since like Harry Potter, and even in the Potterverse, it doesn't always play out the way you think.
I mean, they didn't put the cart before the horse. They put the cart before the horse was born.
Yeah. They created this whole thing with nothing, and then they're mad because nothing is what there was.
Yeah. So, getting back to the Hitman's Bodyguard, because we got to talk about this, because I think we put it off for like 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
So the Hitman's Bodyguard, like I said, Rotten Tomatoes, the critics gave it a 40, the audience gave it a 68. All you need to know about this movie is it's got Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson in it. If you like Samuel L. Jackson or Ryan Reynolds, you are going to like this movie.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty simple.
The only thing I can tell you is from what I glean, all right, Samuel L. Jackson has a new condition in all of his contracts, all right, which says my script parts must contain 50,000 references to MFR. All right? If there isn't a minimum MFR count of 50,000, he isn't doing the movie.
Now, I actually have a note in my notes that says, this movie confirms that Samuel L. Jackson has an MFR quota that he has to meet in every movie that doesn't involve a lightsaber.
Or an Avenger. Because he can't say MFR in the Avengers movies.
Okay, so basically any Disney property.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, did both of you watch through the credits?
I don't know. I'm guessing not, because I would have caught on to something you...
I did watch through the end where he's back with his wife and he broke out to go to the bar.
Right.
I watched that part.
But there's some behind the scenes blooper things.
Okay.
In the credits.
I may have watched it. I don't remember.
I'll have to go back and...
So if you haven't, because there's a scene in the movie where he's sitting there drinking coffee. Ryan Reynolds' character's drinking coffee. While everything's going on behind them.
Oh yeah, that was one of the funniest scenes in the whole movie.
So when they were shooting that, a clock started going off. The big clock tower started ringing its bell a lot. And so they have this scene where they're trying to do this, and Ryan Reynolds just sits there drinking his coffee like nothing's going on. Just bong, bong, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you haven't watched that part, it's worth going through the credits and seeing the behind the scenes blooper stuff. It's pretty awesome.
This was, it was very similar to a buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
There
was another movie we watched this year, the one of Jackie Chan.
Yeah, Jackie Chan and the guy from Jackass.
Yes. And that's part of the reason I wanted to talk about it, because it's like...
Skip Trace? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, Skip Trace.
Yeah.
Yes.
This felt similar in some ways, but better in all ways.
Well, because Skip Trace didn't have MF for every other word. And it didn't have nearly the same amount of guns.
No.
And there wasn't a complex... I guess there was a complex love story, kind of, in The Hitman's Bodyguard, but there wasn't this weird homosexual tension like there was in Skip Trace. But,
This is turning into an anti-cobbler.
Yeah. Why? You did... What was your take on Hitman's Bodyguard?
I gave it a meh.
You gave it a meh? See, because I gave it a smile. Not a shnikes, but a smile, because... this is one of those... I'm a huge Ryan Reynolds fan, though. I'm going to like everything he's... I like Green Lantern, damn it.
Well, okay. All right. So let me just read you some of my notes here, okay?
Yes.
So, some of the plot holes, like, first of all, I don't like the fact that 9 times out of 10, these types of movies start with them killing somebody's wife and kid. Mm-hmm. Which, okay, he was a secondary character, but still. They bring SLJ out, and he's this high security prisoner. He's in chains, wrists and ankles tied together, but he has shoelaces.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
Usually
so most of the time in prison, yeah, exactly. They're transporting such a high level witness, and they don't have bulletproof glass in the vehicles? Did I miss something there? Was disappointed that in the middle of all this, there's a love story going on. Salma Hayek is wasted in this movie. They could have had any other actress. They could have had freaking Melissa McCarthy play that part, and it would have been just as effective. And they probably could have saved some cash on the budget. I felt like Ryan Reynolds was too pretty to play this part. Let's face it.
Ricky Gervais.
But I mean, let's. All right, dude should stick to Deadpool for the rest of his career, or maybe bring back Van Wilder. Because seriously, the dude takes off a motorcycle helmet, a full face motorcycle helmet, and his hair is freaking perfect. That don't happen.
Well,
ever.
Ryan Reynolds, it does.
Just
exactly.
Hollywood movie with a full face
helmet
ever.
So
if Tom Cruise can do it, Ryan Reynolds can do
did
it.
nobody see it coming? That, spoiler alert, that SLJ killed the Asian dude that sent Reynolds' career down the toilet? Did nobody else see that coming?
I knew it was coming, but I love the scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love the scene too. But yeah, best line of the movie: Samuel L. Jackson telling Ryan Reynolds, "Women don't like to be forgiven because that implies they did something wrong."
Words to live by.
Best damn line of the movie. Write it down. Tattoo that on your forehead, guys. Seriously. And this is how you know Samuel L. Jackson is badass. Okay, this was the most impressive part of the movie for me. He's in a moving boat. Takes a flare gun. Hits a moving car on the first shot. It took Bruce Willis 3 tries in striking distance to do that exact same thing.
Well, now we know. Samuel L. Jackson, greater than Bruce Willis.
Exactly. So these guys trying to kill Ryan Reynolds are pretty damn tough. I mean, dude took a frying pan, a cast iron frying pan, full force right to the face, and was just like, what? Samuel L. Jackson kills 327 people in this movie. Just a boom, 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 boom. First shot, like deadly accuracy, like RoboCop. Doesn't even look. Just boom, boom, not even looking. But then Gary Oldman is running away on the rooftop, and Samuel L. Jackson couldn't hit him to save his life. All of a sudden, he forgets how to aim. So I felt like it was I was disappointed because the action sequences were good, but there was too much predictability to me in the plot. I knew who the mole was before they even said there was a mole. I knew Samuel L. Jackson caused Ryan's career to go down the toilet before they had that scene. I knew the dictator was going to wind up dead, although I like how they killed him in response. I expected the ending to be more like Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds conspiring, and then you fast forward like a year or two, and they are running their own AAA rated security company together. And this was going to be the start of a Lethal Weapon type clone series buddy cop thing. So, I mean, it was good, but I couldn't really give it more than a meh. Because I really didn't... I had issues with a lot of the stuff.
I kind of like this take this guy had in. Probably the most interesting thing to ponder regarding this film is if it was actually written with these two characters in mind, or if they just used their natural charisma and comedic timing to save a disaster.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it had been any other two people,
I don't think it would have worked.
It would not have worked.
I agree with that.
You know?
This movie is purely just those two. Now, I agree totally with my favorite reviewer in general, James Berardinelli. He says that the Hitman's Bodyguard is the epitome of what a summer movie should be. And then, this was a summer movie. I saw this in the summer. It was exactly what I wanted to watch. I wanted to watch what I expected to watch. So it definitely would be a terrible December movie. But as a summer movie, I loved it. Now, it's not a Schneikes either for me. If it were going to be, I would give it a full-on... which
I gave it a Smile, which was halfway between Matt and Schneikes.
Okay, let's go with Grin, which is
another
step up.
Yep, another step up.
Okay,
it's halfway between Smile and Schneikes.
Yep, Grin it is.
Yep. So, so yeah, I mean, I thought the movie was pretty good. Like I said, I'd watch it again. Honestly, I know you guys probably haven't. Well, I know you probably watched the second Kingsman. Mike, you probably haven't watched it yet.
No, not yet.
Tell you what, this was better than the second Kingsman for me.
I was going to watch the second Kingsman until I saw that the second season of Travelers was released.
Oh, I saw that too. I haven't watched any of it yet.
I'm done with the second season.
Oh, it's that good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's that good. See, I had last night. Last night, the grandson was spending the night, and so I had the bedroom all to myself because they were having a camp out in the basement, and it was okay. Do I watch Travelers and stay up until 4 a.m. watching all of those, or do I instead get caught up on the Librarians, and I only stay up till midnight? And so I took the Librarians instead. I'm still not quite up to date, by the way. I'm still like at least one behind on Librarians, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, I need to watch those at all.
Which I'm a little bit concerned because TNT keeps burning them. I think they're burning them fast doing these 2 a night
too. But yeah,
they only did it for like 2 runs though. In the last year, they did like two and then
it's
singles.
already pretty long of a series for TNT, so I wouldn't be surprised.
12 episodes?
No, the seasons. TNT's not very. I mean, other than the closer and
I mean they're on their 4th season.
Yeah,
which usually means it's the kiss of death
for TNT.
But man, I hope not.
How are we doing on time?
We're doing whatever we want, pretty much. But we can.
Yeah, we didn't announce any at the time. I think what we said is because of all the editing. I think we're going to do a 10-minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
10-minute mark, and then we'll just.
So we'll edit in a time code.
Yes, pretty much.
Excellent.
Sure.
Pretty much. So, but The Hitman's Bodyguard's good. Now, the other movie we were talking about, this Bright. Now, Mike, you said you watched it recently.
I did.
It's getting a lot of attention from the internet world because Will Smith actually did a media tour on this. Because it's his first major exclusive Netflix picture.
Uh-huh.
And so, for me, I would like to sometimes we nominate certain movies for the next go-around. Right. So I would kind of like to nominate that. I say we guarantee that we're going to do Bright on the next movie review. And then we just pick one other random movie to go with it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's load
we can do that.
Of course, he has to retroactively come up with things to write down on his list. But.
That's okay. I mean, I can do this non-traditional for me anyway, and I can just kind of give my overall thoughts on it.
Well, maybe I'll try to do a Mike style list this time then.
So, do you want to? All right. So, we can just copy this over.
So what? There's 36 total. Is that right, Mike?
35 if we move Bright over.
Okay. Okay, so what is number 10?
Number 10 is Ocean's Rising.
Okay, so that's a disaster movie starring John Cusack.
Sounds like fun.
I believe it's starring John Cusack. I can't be 100% sure on that, but I thought it was. That is a end of the world type movie, and
of course it is.
Is going to
like every other end of the world type
and
movie.
It doesn't have John Cusack in it whatsoever, so I don't know why I said that.
Because you were thinking of 2012.
Yes, I was.
So this is a ripoff of 2012.
This is probably a ripoff of 2012. Scientist builds a boat after his warnings of an Earth-destroying flood are ignored. Hey, he's Noah. But when it's evident the disaster will occur, those who malign the scientist now turn to him in desperation, boarding the Ark and seeking his answers before the world drowns in a never-ending sea. He is Noah.
Yeah.
This is a universally a hated movie. It looks like.
Yes.
So it's right up our alley.
It's like 2012. Where exactly does all the water come from?
Don't you know? Melting ice caps.
Yeah.
You know,
There's not an extra ocean's worth of ice caps.
By the way, there was a
son of a bit.
what?
Damn it! I never thought about that. I watched that movie like 3 or 4 times in the past month, and I never thought about where all the water came from.
What?
Not like everybody left their faucets running.
What? You watched Ocean's Rising or 2012?
2012.
Oh.
I just assumed that like the continents sank.
Well, I mean,
No,
think
that-
about
that-
the
that
day
could
after
work.
tomorrow, right? There was a huge wave and it flooded New York, Manhattan. You know,
Right.
the
That
water stayed.
Because
could
it
see
froze.
I could see New York City going underwater. But
Not the entire freaking planet.
How's Denver, a mile above New York, get covered with water?
How is the peak of Everest poking out just like a dang rock in the middle of a lake?
Let's see here. Where would all the water come from to drown the world? Well, let's run this through. Can you drown the world? Drown in the Dead Sea? No, I don't want that. Sea levels could rise 8 feet. See how that would drown your city. Why so many people drown in the Dead Sea? All these answers to the Dead Sea, but no.
Well, there's a YouTube video that we could just stick up and actually just show people
Yeah.
what the world would look like if all the ice melted.
So let
And then we
me.
can see if it looks like what we're going to see in this movie.
So let's see here. So that's Brussels. Okay, yep. We know where all those places are. Now show us what it looks like when it melts. Okay. Yep. You're still not melted yet.
It's extremely interesting.
Okay. I know it's very all right. So here we have. That's today though, right? That's today.
See nothing.
No, that's after it melts.
Oh, okay. That's after it melts.
That's why Florida's missing.
Okay. So here it is, Mike. We're gonna swap to what it looks
Okay.
like. All right. So that's what it would look like if all the ice melted. All right. So
Okay.
Houston would be beachfront property.
I'm going to guess Mike might have beachfront property.
Yeah. Mike.
Yeah.
Well, no. Because isn't he right here?
No.
No,
New York City
I'm
said
actually, I'm actually closer to the end in New York City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I said he'd be beachfront.
Okay.
He would be the Jersey Shore.
I'm not gonna read into that.
Well, at least we'd get rid of Florida.
Yeah.
But that mean I don't think there's a single Disneyland for you to go to. You know? What will you do?
Yeah.
You'll have to go to Euro Disney.
Actually, I believe you would be able to visit your Disney Island, which would be just the very top of Spaceship Earth.
At least they'd still have the Disney cruises for you to go on. Hey,
No.
but wouldn't Disney look great in, say, Houston? You know?
Well, no, Houston. It looks like Houston would be underwater.
That'd be close. But,
So, but regardless,
yeah.
there's a lot of land there still.
Yep, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
So we have still not answered the question.
No.
So basically, you guys were just the Amy Farrah Fowler to my Sheldon Cooper, ruining Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
Except that Raiders of the Lost Ark is a good movie.
Yes, but the whole premise is moot because without Indy, it all still happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly the same, actually.
Yep.
So, so that's going to be, that'll be first and foremost in our minds when we go to review that
All right,
movie.
so
then. Where'd all the
so
water come from?
actually, what I wanted to point out too about Bright, and I was actually looking to see if I could pull it up real quick. Let me see. What's that guy's name? Rapper.
Will Smith.
No.
Is any of Will Smith's kids in the movie?
So, Chance the Rapper, who most people know from the Kit Kat commercials.
Oh, we know him. He's big here. He's big in Chicago.
Yeah.
Well,
He called our governor a cracker.
he actually is trending alongside Bright, criticizing the race relations and the allegorical racism. That may be the first time I've ever used the word allegorical on this show.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the first time it's ever been used on the show.
So we have to work allegorical into the title of this episode somehow. Go ahead, Shaq. So,
Thanks for that easy assignment. That's gonna be simple.
But apparently, and I get this. There's a bunch of racial undertones to this movie, and the movie's coming under criticism for the way it actually handles them. Now, I don't normally get involved with any kind of racial views or topics or debates about it, but I completely agree with the way this is handled. And it's a cloud over the movie, and we'll see if you guys agree or not after you watch it.
Okay. I like it. I like his tweet. He goes, I always feel a little cheated when I see allegorical racism in movies because that racism usually stems from human emotion or tolerance, but not by our law or systems in the way it is in real life. The characters in Bright live in a timeline where racism is gone because we hate Orc now. Always got to move on to hating something else.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
that's an interesting thing he's saying there.
We need a common enemy.
No.
But
he's stating something which is very interesting, and that I have no frame of reference to be able to say whether or not he's correct or not.
We can discuss after you guys watch it.
Yeah. I kind of want to watch the movie and see. You know,
there is part of me that, well, we'll discuss it. Yeah. I don't want to spoil it, or I don't want to say anything that might predetermine your or pre-bias you towards thinking one way or the other.
Yeah, understood. So yeah,
interesting.
All right. Let's see. Let's just say that there's 15 minutes. 15 minutes until midnight. That'll work.
All right. Let's do.
All right. Now, see here. We had. I'm curious to see if you guys know any of these.
Okay, go. Set a timer for 15 minutes.
Okay, so Rolling Stone, as they always do, came up with a top 50 songs of 2017. Let's see if you guys know them. All right?
How are we going to?
I'm going to tell you I will go through the top. Well, let's go through the top 10. Okay. I'm going to bet that you don't know them. All right.
No bet.
All right. I'm just gonna. Colin saw the screen. He goes, "Nope, no way. I know that one."
Okay, so you're gonna
look at the screen. I just tell you.
so you're gonna test me, and I'll have to sing part of the hum along. Okay.
All right. So, well, I'm just saying, if you can name the title, I will be impressed. I'm just saying that right now. All right.
You name the title. What? You're gonna play it?
I'll play a snippet of it. Sure.
Be impressed if I've even heard the song.
All right. So here we go. Here is a snippet. All these offer YouTube, so they're movies, not music videos anymore.
Is this Migos?
Is it who?
Migos?
No.
Was he singing about Percocet?
I think he was. So hold on, let's give that another second.
Or was that Designer?
It's Future and Mask Off.
Okay.
No, that's so far out of my wheelhouse. All right, let's see if you get number 9, Mike. Again, it's
the age of the Hollywood sign. In these stolen moments, the world is mine. There's nobody here, just us together.
so that is "Lust for Life" by Lana Del Rey.
Sure.
Yeah, again, we're
good.
so far out. All right, here we go. Number 8.
Oh, wait a minute. Portugal the Man?
God, that is the artist, Mike. Wow. That is the Feel It Still.
Feel It Still. Yes.
Are you impressed? I am impressed. That is so far out of my... All right, here we go. Next one. You might know this one.
Despacito.
Yes.
I've actually heard that song. I'm impressed.
That Daddy Fonzie, I think.
It's Lou Fonzie and Daddy Yankee
Fonzie.
featuring
I was
Justin
close.
Bieber. No, you
We had both of the names.
You were 200 points to you, Mike. Much better than me. All right, here we go. Number 6.
Loose, hey. Hop in the fall, woo. I tell that bitch to come for me. I swear these niggas is under me. Hey. The hate and the devil keep jumping me. Back rows on me, keep me company.
This is Migos.
You are correct. It's Migos featuring Lil Uzi Vert. Uzi Vert. I don't know how to say that. And it is a song called Bad and Bougie.
Bad and Bougie.
Bougie. Boy, you are just kicking butt, Mike. I can't play the next one. It's U2 Lights of Home. Here we go. Number 4.
I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move.
This is Cardi B.
Yes. With Bodak Yellow. Mike is so hip.
These all sound like the same song over and over to me.
All right, here we go. Number 3.
I don't know this one.
Is Kendrick Lamar Humble.
That's Kendrick. Oh, wow. Okay.
I am just going into a random spot here. All right. Number 2.
I tell you all my best lies, yeah. Awesome, right? So let's let things come out of the woodwork. I give you my best, I tell you all my best lies. See me rolling, showing someone else.
This is oh crap. I can see the name. Go ahead. What is it?
It's Lord and Homemade Dynamite.
I was wrong on that one.
And the number 1 song of 2017, according to Billboard, or according to Rolling Stone.
Pen pineapple apple pen.
I wish.
We never learned we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? The bullets.
Mike, do you think this is a guy or a girl?
I think it's a guy.
You're right.
It's Charlie Puth. No, I don't know.
No. It's Harry Styles and Sign
That's
of the
Harry
Times.
Styles. Oh God.
Oh my God. Former One Direction star.
Remember.
All right, Despacito is probably the only song I had a chance of knowing. And yeah, no.
I already know that one because they used it in X Factor.
Yeah, so I knew none of those. And Mike, you surprising amount, sir.
Yeah.
You listen to modern music.
I listen to Sirius Hits 1 every once in a while.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Well, see, now here's the thing.
I'd have to go up to number 13, Ed Sheeran, Shape of You, to get one that I would know for sure.
I have to start listening to some of the newer music, like, because, excuse me, I was informed that the annual big fundraiser that the shelter does, which was the designer bag bingo.
Yep.
We're not doing it this year.
Oh no.
Instead, we're doing an off-site raffle, but we're having as of right now, it's a St. Patrick's Day dance.
Oh, well, you don't need to know modern music for that.
Well, what am I going to play? I'm going to play like Dropkick Murphys the entire night, because that's about the only Irish music I know. That and Lord of the Dance.
You're going to do like I Want to Sex You Up, and you're going to Salt and Pepper's Push It, and you're going to the Thong Song, and Hot in Here, and I got a whole playlist for you, Mike.
Yeah, well, listen.
No,
I found out ahead of time that we weren't doing the bingo, but we had something else in mind, and I was asked if I would be available to DJ. I'm like, yeah, as long as it's the same date that the bingo was supposed to be on, sure, of course. So I'm talking to Kim about it, and I'm like, I may have to pick Shaggy's brain, find out how he runs these trivia nights, because I hope the hell that's not what they're planning on doing.
I just got, actually, one of the presents I got for Christmas was Ultimate Pub Trivia, the game, that I can pull my trivia night questions from when I get stuck.
Oh, now see that?
So I was thinking,
well, the problem is, like, I've never done it for a room of 200 people before, so I was like,
in February, I'm doing it for a room of 1,200 people. So, that's my big event. So here's some Valentine's Day hits you might want to spin, all right?
Valentine's Day.
Well, didn't you say you were doing a dance on Valentine's Day?
No, I said St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, okay, St. Patrick's Day. Doesn't matter. These are good for all occasions.
Just do love songs in an Irish accent.
Yeah. So
that's why I said, what the heck am I going to do?
No.
I'm going to play Dropkick Murphys, and I'm going to play, Lord of the Dance soundtrack.
No. See, they get nice and drunk, okay? Because liquid
There's no
motivation.
alcohol.
Wow, that's a terrible St. Patrick's Day dance. You need to suggest tailgating before the event.
There's minimal alcohol. I'll put it that way.
No, you need to suggest lots. Either that or high octane stuff.
I actually have a bunch of good, more modern Irish, so maybe I can find something good for you.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. But no. I'm just, if you ever do want to do bump and grind, get them on the dance floor for bump and grind time. Stroking, not jump around so much. I'm Too Sexy is a good one. If they're properly lubricated.
Well, see, I'm thinking
sexy back.
Depending on the type of crowd that we're going to attract here, I mean, I can't even really do the electric slide because the medical insurance is not going to cover a hip replacement.
You know what? Those old ladies love the electric slide. I have gotten them as old as 80 on the dance floor doing the electric slide. They love that stuff. They love it. They like that. They like the cha-cha slide. So you got basically everything that most DJs tell you don't do it. Because that's what works. At least it works here. If I told somebody, no, I'm not going to do the electric slide, I'd be fired. All right?
No, we're not doing
honestly,
YMCA.
Yeah.
The electric slide, that around here, it's one of those things that can either make or break. Like, if you have a good crowd on the dance floor, don't play it.
Yeah, no.
Because you will clear that dance floor and they won't come back.
Yeah.
But if you have an older crowd at like a wedding, play it because it's something they can come out and do. A lot of the bars or a lot of the halls around here actually have banned the cha-cha slide. Because if the hall is on a second floor,
The jumping.
everybody jumping, it
Yeah.
you
I
do
could
damage.
I could see that. But, it's like Sweet Caroline. All right. That's going to be one of two times. It's going to be before the old people leave, or it's going to be towards the end of the night when everybody is piss drunk.
Along with Moni Moni.
Yeah. I tell you what, I got a request to play Bad by Michael Jackson at one event I was doing, and I thought this is going to kill my dance floor. But the guy kept coming up and up and up, and then I had another guy coming up, and it ended up working. The guy was like a one-man dancing machine. And all the girls got around him, and it was I would have never have guessed it in a million years, but it actually worked.
I have no problem DJing and making a fool of myself, like leading some of these dances and what have you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The problem here is that the event is still in flux as far as what we're actually going to do. Because if we just say we're having a dance, we're not going to get people in the door like we normally would.
Yeah, no.
All right, so
trivia nights work great for me. So,
I mean, I'm okay with doing that, but I just, I'd have to talk to you and figure out exactly how I do it. I'm used to doing trivia at, with a smaller crowd where people call out the answer. Okay, here's a ticket.
Yeah.
So, side note here, Alma Blair just wrote this one in.
Oh yeah, I just read about that today. The reboot for Mad About You. Now, here I'm conflicted on this one because I like Paul Reiser. All right, he's one of the few people where I've read his books. Mm-hmm. All right, he had a couplehood and babyhood book, and I love both the books. But I didn't really watch the show. I watched it occasionally, but I didn't really watch the show. So I am interested in it. But I feel like I need to go back and watch the series before if they come back and do a reboot.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but
I don't know.
But Roseanne looks awesome.
Roseanne looks great. Overboard.
Oh no.
There's.
I refuse to acknowledge.
1 minute, by the way.
1 minute. All right.
Look, the original movie would not work anymore because where the world is now, just
you would say that was some type of sexual assault.
It's not some type. It's just plain sexual assault.
It's kidnapping.
It's everything.
Yeah, but it's jail. Okay when a woman does it.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like, no, you can't. It is wrong in every possible way.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do this. Ready?
All right. I can't see it.
Didn't work.
It's just totally blew out the screen.
This. Look at this white thing.
Yeah, just...
no, not working. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. All right. Mike, you just count it down and we'll be with you. All right.
Okay, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
For all our techno followers. And Mike has all his hats. Oh, the cavalcade of characters. Oh.
Battled in the burn from morning sun till dine, but seas between us broke that rock shins all black sign.
Happy New Year's, everybody. And we hope that 2018 is a great year for you, just like 2017 has been a wonderful year for us.
Yep.
And for the show. Really, none of this would, well, we'd still do it, but we appreciate it a whole lot more with all the listeners.
Yes.
And all the interactions, and you guys really do make this a lot better for us, And, we just wanted to let you know we appreciate it all. And, we look forward to a lot more shows in the new year.
2 weeks, the next show.
Yes, it will be 2 weeks for the next show. We are counting this as our Monday show. So we will be back then on the 15th. So January 15th will be our next full 2-hour show for 2018. And on that show, obviously, we're going to be going over the celebrity death pool. We'll be going over who we picked. By then, everything will be posted online so that you can see it. But like I said, the entry is not going to come down until 6 p.m. on the 1st. That will give us 2 weeks to get everything prepped, all the analysis done, all the pictures found, and everything else so that we can have it live when we go on the 15th. But we're gonna bring the submission form down on 6 p.m. on the 1st. So please get your submissions in. We want everybody to have the opportunity to play, and we really want to beat last year's numbers. So we had, I think, 68 people last year, Mike. Is that right?
Let me see.
And, right now we're about 18 shy of that. So we'd really like everybody to get all their friends and family involved.
We had 65 if you don't count us.
Okay, so 65 folks involved last year. And this year, like I said, we're just a little over 50. So we're still a little over a dozen short. Yep. So get your friends and family involved if they're not already. Spread the word. Share a post on Facebook. Okay, we Mike and I and Colin are posting like crazy on our Facebook and on our Twitter pages. We could sure use a retweet to get some more visibility for that out there, or a share. Just bug your people at work. That's what I did. I went through the people at work that I thought had a sense of humor, which I know usually isn't very many, and said, hey, why don't you fill this out? And you know what? I got 4 people from work that have never played before.
Cool.
So, that's all we're asking you to do. Just find somebody with a sense of humor, have them fill out the form. It doesn't cost you anything, and you could win a wonderful box of PTR randomness.
I remember we're just doing it for the fun. For the kicks. We're not selling your information to anybody.
No, it does. The only thing we use it for is next year we'll use your email address to bug you again.
Yes.
That's it.
We don't even send out a newsletter reminding you of when things are happening.
No, usually not. I mean, unless it's a special, we'll tell you when our Christmas episode is or something like that. But, for the most part, we don't bug you.
Right.
We're going to use your email address if you win. Or if we have a problem with your submission. That's what we're going to use it for, is to say, hey, we now need your address because you've won this giant box of stuff. And we have to arrange for the semi-truck to come and drop it off. And we have to see if you have a loading dock or not, because if you don't, it's going to cost us even more. That's the way that it works. And this year, since I happen to know the 2 people that are possible of winning, I'm going to make sure that we get either video or at the very least pictures, since we didn't get any of the last year's winner, and that we can put it on the site. And we can see the reaction to unloading this box of amazing stuff.
Did we at least take a picture before we sent it?
You know what? I didn't, because I didn't want to. Well, I did take a picture of the box, but it was still packed and everything. But you can see how large the box was.
Okay.
It was half the size of a case of paper. All right. It was a big box.
Yeah.
Probably 12 by 12 by 12. Stuffed full
of
stuff. All right. And we have spent the entire year collecting more stuff.
We want to get rid of now.
So, that's what we do. We collect stuff so that then we can put it in a box and ship it to you at the end of the year.
I try to at least throw something in that could be used.
Oh, no. And that's most of the stuff we ship off can be used. I sent some bottle openers. I sent some koozies. Mike did some custom. Our friends over at Butterstown Gifts and Creations did some custom work some coasters and things like that.
I think we did. We either did some coasters or a mug or something that you could proudly display as you were the winner of the 2017 Death Pool.
Yeah. So I mean, we're gonna do some of that stuff again, and I mean, like I said, there's only one winner. There's only one winner, and it doesn't cost you anything. Yeah. So all you gotta do is put your name in. So
I put stuff in there too, but it's been so long since I.
You had Alien, the movie, little
figure,
army men, and you had a Dragon Ball Z koosh ball or something.
Yeah.
And
I can always guarantee that every year there's at least one one flash drive, and there's from this point on at least there's always going to be some custom thing that it only goes to the winner of the Death Pool.
Yeah.
Limited edition Butterstown original.
Yeah. So,
yes.
It's we do all this stuff just to thank you guys for participating with the show. This is how we get your participation, and we appreciate it. So, all right, with that said, folks,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You've been listening to the PTR Radio New Year Spectacular here on the fabulous interweb. Don't forget, check out our website, ptrradio.com. Obviously, ptrradio.com/deathpool, or click right on the Death Pool entry button on our homepage. You can go to Facebook, click Play the Game, Twitter, PTR Radio, Facebook, Instagram. All those places have links where you can play our game or find out more about the show. That's how we want you to be involved. Also, don't forget, we want you to leave a review for the show. So if you like the show, if you hate the show, if you just think the show's okie dokie, leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you happen to listen to it. Just let us know how the show's doing, and maybe we'll call you on the next live show to get your opinion about something going on in the world or whatever you want to talk about, as long as it's not racist. Then we'll be okay. That's our one criteria, is you can't be racist.
Unless you're Dave.
Yeah, Dave's fine, because he's the best kind, which is not really. So, with that said, folks, again, Happy New Year, and please, if you're driving, have a designated driver. Be careful, be responsible.
Use Uber or Lyft or something.
Old-fashioned cab. They still are around, the old yellow checker. Use them. With that said, I'm Shaggy.
I'm Colin.
I'm Mike the Ape Man.
We'll see you in 2 weeks, folks. Later.